He's a liar, he's a leaker, and he's a leftist liberal. If anyone was not convinced of former FBI Director Jim Comey's involvement in the attempted coup from within our own government of the duly elected winner of the 2016 presidential election, I have just one question for you. Are you stupid? Look, you don't have to buy his book or argue with your liberal friends, assuming you still have any left. Just listen up. Comey's book tour was supposed to convince us that he was an honorable, likable, decent man, doing his darndest to protect the American people and the Constitution. That tour would put to rest any issues that might need further explanation beyond those limited answers inside those rigid congressional hearing rooms. Comey would hit the trail, the bookstores, and the TV studios, making clear that when he was atop his perch at the FBI, he did everything right. Unfortunately for Jim, it didn't quite work out as planned.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's all hitting the fan. One of the biggest mistakes Rhino senators made was basically leaving no choice for Donald Trump to bring in Judge Jeanine as interim U.S. Attorney of Washington, D.C. And of course, she is no fan of James Comey. We know that she would love to definitely go after him and give him all types of criminal charges. And we know what's about to happen in D.C. and it's not going to be pretty, especially with Judge Jeanine. Judge Jeanine has been on Fox News calling all of these people out for a very long time. James Comey, the situation for him is not looking too good because when you look at the video, there's a video of James Comey being walked into a car by Secret Service for questioning over what's going on. The deep you-know-what is not untouchable anymore. Things are happening. Trump also posted a video on Truth Social about how many people have been unalived during the run of a Hillary Clinton. Trump is not playing around. He's posting a lot of stuff. He's posting a lot of messages. And he's got Judge Jeanine now in Washington, D.C. And things are not looking good for James Comey. And I also got some Dan Bongino news that we got to talk about. Dan Bongino and Kash Patel did an interview where they also said that they found new information.
Both ways. You want it done quickly, we'll do it. And you know what'll happen? Just what happened last time. Those same Spygate collusion perpetrators sued the government, got money, got all this shit. You want that? We'll do it. We'll do it quickly and do it wrong.
But are you saying you found things that even you didn't know about? I mean, you were at the core of this.
Yes. I was the lead RussiaGate investigator for the House Intelligence Committee. And I've been on both your shows in a prior life talking about it. And I'm telling you and the American public that we have now found material and information and people who wanted to hide it from the world since we got in these seats.
New information has come out. And we know, right, at the beginning of the video, Judge Jeanine has been talking about the number one perpetrator for the Russia collusion hoax is James Comey. And these two guys have been talking about it on their shows. They're now in charge about now there's new information coming out. Why would James Comey go to the beach, take a picture of some shells and say, oh, look, I ran into 8647. We know what 86 means. Many of us already know what this means. This is mafia terminology that they use to basically get rid of somebody or unalive somebody. And now these two guys are on national television after there's literally serious questioning from the Secret Service and the FBI. But let's keep going.
And we, as the deputy said, we are trying to do it in a fashion where not only are we informing the American public of what happened, but we can have accountability for it. And that takes a little bit more time. And when you layer on the fact that we are rolling out our priorities on violent crime and defending the homeland, you know, we're running a 3-part animal here, and we're going 100 miles an hour on each single one.
Oh, boy. Kash Patel and Dan Bongino on the RussiaGate hoax. We found new information. We are going to tell the American people and have people be held accountable. Was James Comey or Hillary Clinton tipped off about the upcoming indictments? Is that what prompted Comey's 8647 post? Ladies and gentlemen, listen, you got Trump officials posting songs about I feel it coming in the air tonight. This is getting wild. Also, again, Jesse Waters, former FBI Director Comey, is being questioned by Secret Service after threatening to the president's life. Whether charges will be brought or not, that will be up to Pam Bondi and the new U.S. Attorney, who's on record already. Can't wait to get to you, James Comey. She can't wait to get to James Comey.
Former FBI Director James Comey is being questioned by the Secret Service after threatening the president's life. Comey posted a photo, 8647. 86 means take out, and Trump's the 47th president. Now he's under investigation. Tonight, Secret Service escorted him to their Washington field office for an interview.
Former FBI Director James Comey leaving his house this moment.
There he is. There's the. Oh man, this is getting very interesting, man. Oh, they have video footage of him getting walked to the car.
Months ago, a source telling us he is right now being interviewed by the U.S. Secret Service.
They're expected to ask about his intentions and whether he was trying to incite wannabe assassins. Whether charges will be brought, that'll be up to Pam Bondi and the new U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C., Judge Jeanine Pirro. Good luck, Jim.
He knew exactly what that meant. A child knows what that meant. If you're the FBI director and you don't know what that meant assassination. And it says it loud and clear. Now, he wasn't very competent, but he was competent enough to know what that meant.
What do you want to see happen?
I don't want to take a position on it because that's going to be up to Pam and all of the great people. But I will say this, I think it's a terrible thing. And when you add his history to that, if he had a clean history, he doesn't. He's a dirty cop. He's a dirty cop.
Trump's director of national intelligence wants to lock him up. Do you believe Comey should be in jail?
I do. Any other person with a position of influence that he has, people who take very seriously what a guy of his stature, his experience, and what the propaganda media has built him up to be, I'm very concerned for the president's life. We've already seen assassination attempts. I'm very concerned for his life. And James Comey, in my view, should be held accountable and put behind bars for this.
Comey deleted the evidence and said he thought the shells were just a political message. He says he didn't touch the seashells. He's just the photographer. It seems like Comey sees a lot of seashells down by the seashore that describe exactly how he's feeling. Last fall, he posted this shell, "Vote Harris." This must be the most politically charged beach in the nation, except it's a beach in Virginia. So Comey's probably creating the beach art. Secret Service is going to ask him, are you sure you didn't make this yourself? Because lying to federal agents, that's 5 years. You better not have any sand under his fingernails. He's the only guy that spends more time in the sand than Biden. Former FBI.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's all coming crashing down. Things are getting very hot, very spicy, and you know that you should be very worried when you have a now interview with the head of the FBI and the deputy director of the FBI. You have both of these guys now working together on national television, addressing what's been going on, we still got to talk about the Epstein files. We still got to talk about many things, but this is just the beginning. We are only in May. Many people, just like myself, thought that this administration was acting very slow when it came to holding people accountable, but you're seeing them take the first push and the first punch. Why would they do that? Trump, again, up to Judge Jeanine Pirro, this is one of the best appointees that, in my opinion, you could have put out there because she's been, again, shining the light on this type of corruption for a very long time. But these are things that we have talked about for a very long time. So who better than Judge Jeanine? It's all up to her. And we know what she feels. We know what she's like. This is most likely going to be her first move. And yeah, I think putting away somebody like James Comey for trying to incite violence and trying to throw some type of green light out there, it's ladies and gentlemen, just get ready. And then Trump also posted something earlier today that got the internet on a roll. Barry Cunningham posted it, and I was like, whoa, what is going on? There have been so many messages. I mean, I don't know. This may just be coincidental, or maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm just chatting. But Barry Cunningham posted. He said, "Wow, wow, wow! President Trump just retruthed. He reposted this. Damn, he really went there. Look close, look close. And when you look close, this is the president. We are taking back our great country," he says. And then, as you can see here, you see some stuff. You see some subliminal messages. I don't know what's going on. We saw, again, a cryptic post about Hillary Clinton. Something's going on. Something's cooking up in Washington, D.C. And yeah, are we finally going to get some action? Less talking. Is the time here? I'm not sure, but I will be covering it for you guys and giving you guys all the updates that I can. See you guys on the next one.